So we were talking about matrix multiplication. So in order to multiply two matrices, there are two rules. So you need to follow that one. That is like this dimension of the matrix or the size of the matrix. First is that it has to be equal. So we have matrix A, matrix B, and matrix C, right? And matrix D. So if you can see, matrix C and matrix A has equal size. So that is possible. And then second case we have uh, that is like matrix 1. I'm considering matrix 1 as y and matrix 2 as z. So in this matrix 1 column and matrix 2's row should be equal, then only we can multiply. So by using the using all the possible ways, so d and a is possible to multiply and b and d is possible to multiply. So this 3 and 3 is equal in D and A. So then we can multiply. Then in B, 2 and 2 is possible. So that is column and row. It's equal. So it's possible. We'll go to the actual multiplication now. So if you understand this multiplication, you'll understand this rule. Why we are following this rule, the second rule. Okay. So matrix A and matrix C we have, right? So how do we multiply? Okay. So what we did in constant multiplication, can anyone tell?
So like we have the like kind of variable and the value for it and we multiply.
Okay, so when we multiply, what would we do? Like we went through all the values and we multiplied for each and every values, right?
Yeah, so like we have a constant and then we consider the whole matrix.
Yeah. So similarly, what we have to do is like we have to when we take this each element, right? We have to multiply with all the values. So I'll teach how we do that one. So we'll consider this first row, 3, 5, and 1 multiplied with this all the values. I'll just show it to you. So what we do is like, so what is 3 into 2? What is 3 cross 3 into 2? 3 into 2. We'll consider first this one. Then we'll add. We have to consider every row. With every column, we need to multiply first. So 5 into. Then we are like we are, what we do is like we'll take this first row. Then we'll multiply with the column. So then we have 5, right? 5 into 3. So 5 into 3. Then we have one more value, 1 into 6. So 1 into, so I'll not mark this as 6. It's 6. So what's the values of this one?
So you mean after multiplying?
Yeah, after multiplying, yeah.
So 6, 15, and 6.
59, 6. So if you can see, there is a plus sign over there. I'll just tell you why we had that plus sign also, but we'll see the operation first. So what's the total value now?
So 27.
27, okay. Consider this one, okay. Then what we do is like, first row is there, right? We'll multiply with second row. So 3 cross 3, 3 cross 3, then plus 5 cross 5. So we are taking this 5.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
The like first you multiplied the first row with the first column and then
yeah.
Now you're multiplying the first row with the second row.
Okay, okay, sorry. Yeah. You need to go for this second column.
Yes.
Sorry, that was my mistake. Sorry. First row and first column. Then first row, second column we need to multiply. Because, sorry. Then we'll take this 5 and then we have 1, right? So 1 into 1. So these values are 6 plus 25. This one. So that would come to 31 and 32. So it's 32. Then once again, first row with last column. So 6 cross 6 into, sorry, 3 into 2. Sorry, once again, sorry for confusing. It's first row and last column, right? 3 into 2. 3 into 2. Then 5 into 6. Then 1 into 1. Equals to 6 plus 30 plus 1. So it will be equals to 37. Then this one 27, 32 and 37 it became. So these are the values we'll keep for now. I'll just tell you like what to do next. Then we have second row, right? So we need to multiply with all the columns. So we'll do that as well. So can anyone pass like quickly tell me like I need to multiply with all the columns, right? And all the values, can you tell me? 2 cross 2.
2 into 2.
So for
Yeah, 2 into 2.
2 into 3.
2 into 3. Then plus
2 into 6.
6. Okay. The other person, can you tell me? Okay. Sorry. Who was the one like who mentioned this one now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's the next values? 4 plus
So 4 plus 6 plus 12.
Excuse me,
12.
sir.
Yeah.
So isn't
22.
it like 2 into 2 and 8 into 3?
Why did it
Yes,
will
sir.
not that?
Yes, sir. I made a mistake. 8 into 2. And
So 8
10 into.
into 3, right?
Yes.
So on second row, first 8, 2,
First
3 and 6.
column. Side it with it. So second column
I'll do
to
it.
first value.
This is the right.
24. 4 plus 24 plus 60.
Mm.
88, sir.
No, it's not 10 into 6. Okay. So what's the value? 88, right?
Yes, sir. 88.
Then I'll just make it. So 2 into,
2.
then next we have
8 into 5.
8 into 5.
10 into 1.
That is equals to 4 plus
40 plus 10. 54.
Then we have next row, that is 2
2
into
into
2
2. 2 into 6.
plus,
2
no,
into 6.
it's 8 into 6, right? 8 we are taking.
Yes, 8 into 6.
8 into 6
10 into 1.
plus 10 into 1. So that is equals to,
4 plus 48 plus 10.
so that is equals to
54. That is 48, sir.
which 8 into 6 is, yeah,
48.
48, 52 and 62, its value is
60,
62.
62, yes.
I need other person for next rows and columns multiplication. Take up this one. Finish.
I did it, sir, now.
Okay, you only did that one, sorry. Okay. Then Gautam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you tell me like what's the next multiplication step? We need to multiply this row with all the columns.
Sir, I was absent for the past few classes. I
No,
don't
no, it's just like
understand.
multiplying all the values. So we started in this session itself. So what was the condition we did? Rows into all the columns, what we are doing over here, and adding those values. So if you followed from last 15 minutes, you should be able to answer. Hmm. Leo, can you answer? So we need to multiply this last row, right, with all the values. So Leo is not responding. Uh,
Did you call me?
yeah, like I just wanted you to answer this one. Like, what will be the last multiplication? So we're taking last row and multiplying with all the columns, right? So what would be the values I just asked?
Yes, sir. 6 into 2
6 into 2,
plus 8 into 3
3. Okay, well, good
plus
done.
4 into 1.
3 into this one, right? 4 into 6.
4 into 6. Yeah.
So what's the value?
12 plus 24 plus 24.
6. Next values. So we have to multiply 6, 8, 4 and 4, 8 with 2, 5 and 1.
So 6 into 2, 8 into 5, 4 into 1.
The values.
12 plus 40 plus 4. 60, 56.
Next. So this one, this row with this column, 2, 6 and 1.
Yes, sir. The 6 into 2, 8 into 6, and 4 into 1.
4 into 1. That would be
12,
equals to
12 plus 48 plus 4.
8 plus 4. So that is
64.
equals to 64. So we got 27, 32, and 37, right? So first one we'll consider 27, 32, and 37. Then what's the second row value?
88, 54, 62.
60, 6, and 64. So this should be the final matrix. So it's not like what we did with the constant value, multiplying this 3 into 2, then 5 into 2, and 1 into 2. It's not possible. So what we do is like we multiply all the rows with all the column, and we like whenever there is different rows, it will come rows in different columns, it will come, right? So we need to add during that time. So for first case 3, 5, and 1, so we multiplied 3 into 2, and then we added 5 into 3, then 1 into 6. So that was the first case. So using this one we'll get the first element value. Then first row with second column we did 3 into 2, 5 into 5, and 1 into 1. So that corresponding value we got it as 32. Then 3, 5, and 1 we multiplied with 2, 6, 1. So 3 into 2, 3 into 6, sorry, 5 into 6, and 1 into 1. So that we got 37. So when we did this one, right, so we multiplied the rows. We'll consider this all the values like 27, 32, and 37 as the first row values. So similarly, 2, 8, and 10 multiplied with all the elements 2, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, and 2, 6, 1. They get 88, 54, and 62. And that is the second row. Then 6, 8, 4. So we multiplied with all the columns 2, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, and 2, 6, 1. And we got 60, 56, and 64. So any doubts on this one?
No, sir.
So we'll go for the second type, right? So B cross D was possible. So we'll try to see that as well. And D values 2, 3, 5. So what do we do first? So as I mentioned, right? So this column is equals to row, right? So 2 cross 3, we multiply with 2 and the first column, then the second column, and the third column. So 2 cross 2, sorry, not 2 cross 2, 2 into 2 plus 3 into 3. So what's the value? 4 and 9, right? So that is equals to 13. We have 2 into 3, sorry, 2 and 3 multiplied for 3 and 1. 2 into 3 plus 3 into 1. So that is equals to 6 plus. So that is equals to 6 plus 3 is 9. Then 2 and 3 multiplied with 5 and 7. 2 into 5 plus 3 into 7 is equals to 10 and 21 plus. Possible ways. Nine and 31. So can anyone tell me what's the this array is there, right? So I'll name it as M. So multiplied. So what's the size of this array?
So 1 into 3.
So if you can see over here, right? So what's B row value
So 1,
and D column value?
3.
3. So whatever you multiply, right, with different dimensions, so that is rectangular matrix. So the final matrix, what you get, so that would be having the same values as 1 cross 3. So that rows and sorry, first matrix row and second matrix column value would be the result. Any doubts on this one? So why I'm teaching this matrix multiplication is that because when you go for machine learning, right? So it would be consisting of all the values of numpy itself. So in order to perform so many mathematical equations, so this matrix multiplication is used a lot. So make sure you understand this one properly. So you'll get the grasp of the mathematical equation, like what's going on inside the machine learning models and all. If you have any doubts, like I'll answer those.
So I don't have any doubts here. Like, how do we do this in Python, like the code?
Okay, Python code I'll teach you like how to do the multiplication. So using for loop, okay, it's already 7:30, right? Okay, so we'll see that Python code in next class. I'll teach you like using the for loop method itself and then just taking the numpy multiplication as well. Is that fine?
Yeah, sir. So is it like, should we use for loop for every function that we do, or
No.
is there any other?
So going forward, right? So you have to make it convenient, but we need to understand the logic. For that reason, like I'm specifying in Python for loop code. So it's easier to do using NumPy. I just like write one line of code and you can do it. But you won't understand the logic behind what's happening for each and every multiplication because the function has already been written. The code has been written such a way that you just have to use the function and then just pass the values. But in order to for you to understand how it's happening, I'm teaching you this for loop
Oh, yes.
because it's easier to just write one line, right? So but if you don't know like what's happening behind that one line of code, so you just use it and leave it over there, that's it.
Yes, sir.
So any doubts on this matrix multiplication?
No, sir.
Okay, so what I'll do is like I'll give you some uh, matrices for you to multiply, so just practice in your notebooks and you can just share the output. I'll just share it by tomorrow afternoon. Is that fine?
Okay,
So I'll
sir.
just mention like what you have to do in your assignment. I'll just mention in the group there itself. So I'll give you some matrices. I'll ask you to multiply. Do it in your notebook and just you can share your photo of the outputs.
Like, can you repeat what you said? Like, my internet connection
Okay. So we
wasn't.
have seen some basic examples over here, right? Matrix multiplication. Similar way, I'll give you some matrices. So I'll ask you to multiply. So you can just practice in your notebook. And then like what we did, like I just typed over here, right? Instead of typing, like you can just write it in your notebook and then you can share that photo.
Yes, sir.
Is it fine if I give up to 5 cross 5 matrix, or should I limit for 3 cross 3 as of now?
So we'll try the 5 cross 5 one.
One I'll give you for 5 cross till up to 5 cross 5 because it will take a lot of space in your notebook and you have to use your mind a lot. Okay. I'll give one for 5 cross 5. Okay. Any doubts? This matrix multiplication. So did anyone try this? What is this? Digit recognition which I gave? Oh, last class I think so. I gave you. So did I share that character recognition which I showed in last class or previous last class? Yeah, this one.
Yes, sir, we tried it.
Okay. So what's happening is that like sometimes like we are trying to do matrix multiplication. So that's why you are able to see this reduced matrix. So if I give 2, right? So you can see like number of pixels decreased. So when you try to multiply and multiply the convolution, there is one more rule. So for that reason, like it has been reduced. So this is just a representation, like how it got reduces because of multiplication or something like that. So if there are no doubts, like we'll wind up this session. I'll just share the assignment with you. You can complete it. Thank you, everyone.